In this video, I'll share with you 12 of the most commonly used idioms in English that'll make you way more confident in conversations with native speakers. So whether you're a chatterbox chasing fluency or just a language lover looking to spice up your sentences, this video is your golden ticket to idiomatic expressions. Get ready to rock your language world with these 12 idioms that'll leave your friends and colleagues wondering how your English has become so much better. But before we begin, if you'd like to improve your English or you just want to learn English for fun, hit this subscribe button. I make 2 videos a week to help you speak better English. The first 5 idioms are going to be about success. And the first idiom is to hit the jackpot. To hit the jackpot means to have a big success or make a big amount of money, usually by luck. Now, imagine this. You're going through a casino, the slot machines are chiming, the roulette wheel is spinning, and you're super excited. And suddenly, coins start pouring out of the machine like a waterfall. That, my friends, is hitting the jackpot. The meaning hit the jackpot isn't just about casinos, by the way. It's a way of saying that someone has achieved a huge success, often unexpectedly. It's like finding a golden opportunity without even trying for it. Imagine you're a beginner musician and one day a world-famous producer discovers your music. They love your music and they want to work with you. And suddenly, your songs are trending all over the world. In this case, you have hit the jackpot in the music industry. So next time you hear someone saying, they really hit the jackpot with that business idea, or he hit the jackpot in his career, you will know for sure that they're talking about someone who achieved massive success.
And then one night, I hit the jackpot.
And number 2, rise to the occasion. Imagine you're in a situation that's a little bit challenging, maybe even a little bit scary. It's like you're faced with a big, important moment. A moment where you need to show your skills and abilities. Now, when you rise to the occasion, you're not letting that moment overwhelm you. Instead, you step up, you bring your A game, and you perform your absolute best. Imagine this. You're asked to give a presentation in front of a huge crowd. You might feel nervous, but instead of letting fear take over, you rise to the occasion. You gather your confidence, deliver a killer presentation, and impress everyone with your skills. It's like you're becoming a superhero of success in that moment. So, in simple terms, guys, rising to the occasion means stepping up and performing amazingly well when you're faced with a challenge or an important decision or a situation. And you can also say to rise to the challenge. Let's get an example. We're calling on all our employees to rise to the occasion and become more efficient and productive. Mike rose to the challenge and achieved a very high score at the test.
You don't think I could rise to the occasion?
And idiom number 3, in the driver's seat. Imagine you're in a car and you're sitting right where the driver usually sits. You've got your hands on the steering wheel and you're the one controlling the direction of the car. Now, apply this picture to a situation where you are in control, you are leading the way, and you are making decisions. That's exactly what in the driver's seat means. When you're in the driver's seat, you're the ones in charge and you're the person who's making the important choices and decisions. Just like how a driver navigates a car on a journey, you are navigating a situation in your life. For example, let's say you're working on a group project and you're the one who is organizing the tasks, making sure that everyone is on track, and you're the one who is calling the shots. In this case, you're the one in the driver's seat. You're taking charge and leading the team towards success. That's another nice idiom, guys. To call the shots. It means to make decisions. So remember, when you're in the driver's seat, you're the one calling the shots. You're the one who is responsible for making decisions.
It's okay. You're back in the driver's seat.
And idiom number 4, to cut corners. When you cut corners, you're taking shortcuts or skipping important steps in order to save time, effort, or even money. It might seem like a good idea in the short term, but it can often lead to a less desirable outcome. This idiom suggests that by skipping those necessary steps or details, you're compromising the quality of whatever you're working on. For example, imagine you're baking a cake and instead of following the recipe carefully, you decide to skip a few ingredients or steps to save time. The result might be a cake that doesn't taste as good or look as good as it should. You've essentially cut corners in your baking process. Let's get an example. The dictionary took nearly 70 years to complete because its makers refused to cut corners.
You don't cut corners. You do it the right way.
And idiom number 5, to turn over a new leaf. Imagine this, guys. You have a book, and every page of the book represents a different chapter in your life. Sometimes you might not like how a certain chapter turned out. Maybe you made some mistakes or you didn't do things the way you wanted. Now, what if you could start fresh with a new page, a blank one, and write a better chapter? That's exactly what to turn over a new leaf means. When you decide to turn over a new leaf, you're making a conscious decision to change and improve. You're leaving behind old habits, past mistakes, or negative behaviors, and you're embracing a fresh start. For example, let's say you haven't been very organized with your studies lately. You decide that from now on, you'll create a study schedule, and you'll stay focused and manage your time better. In this case, you're turning over a new leaf in your approach to studying. That means that you're making positive changes to improve your situation. Let's get an example. He turned over a new leaf and stopped smoking.
Really trying to turn over a new leaf.
And the next idiom is to stop a runaway train. This means to stop something from getting worse. It comes from the idea of a train that is moving down the tracks without any way to slow down or stop. It's definitely going to cause a significant danger. When someone says they need to stop a runaway train, they mean that they need to take immediate steps to address a problem or situation that is rapidly getting worse and could have some serious consequences if not dealt with quickly. Someone could say, we have to do something about this runaway train or else we're going out of business. And idiom number 7, to take the high road. It means to make the correct moral decision. For example, when his friend criticized his work, John took the high road and thanked her for her feedback, choosing not to be defensive. When someone takes the high road, they are choosing not to engage in negativity or revenge. Instead, they remain calm and focused on the bigger picture. They rise above disagreements and they avoid getting involved in arguments or any drama. Taking the high road doesn't mean avoiding challenges though, or being passive. It means responding with maturity, even in the face of difficult situation. It's about choosing to handle situations in a way that reflects well on your character, rather than just sinking to a lower level.
That is cool. That's like the taking the high road.
And idiom number 8, to draw the line. This idiom is often used when someone wants to express that they have reached their limit and won't allow a certain situation to continue. For example, after years of tolerating his disrespectful behavior, Sarah finally decided to draw the line and ended their toxic friendship. If you have a friend who keeps borrowing money from you without paying it back, you might decide to draw the line and tell them that you can't lend them any more money. This means that you've set a clear boundary that they can cross. Imagine you're working overtime regularly without getting extra pay, and it's affecting your personal life. If you then decide to draw the line, it means that you're saying, that's it. I won't continue working overtime without proper pay because this is affecting my life.
You mean even you would draw the line?
And number 9, to break the ice. I've heard this idiom many times, guys, especially when I first started teaching English, by the way. During my first weeks of teaching English, I was teaching at a language school, and one of the things my manager at the time told me was that before I start having classes with my students, first, I need to break the ice. So imagine meeting new people for the first time. Sometimes it can feel a little bit awkward because nobody knows you that well, and nobody knows what to say. Breaking the ice is like telling a joke or starting a friendly chat to make everyone feel more comfortable. It's like warming up the situation so that everybody gets to start talking and gets to know each other well without feeling nervous. So breaking the ice is all about making things friendly and less awkward, especially when you're meeting people for the first time.
I think we need to break the ice before the wedding.
And number 10, to cuff it up. Cuff it up means to share or reveal something, especially when you're asking someone to provide information or give something that they have. It's like asking someone to spill the beans. It's like asking someone to reveal what they know or have, usually because they might be holding back or hesitant to share with you. So when someone says, "Cough it up," they're asking the other person to share what they have or know, and this idiom often gives this sense of impatience or directness in their request. For example, "We've been waiting for hours to hear the story. Don't keep us waiting any longer. Just cough it up."
And no, it's not. All right, cough it up.
And the next idiom, "to hang in there." It means to continue doing something even if it's really difficult. When someone tells you to hang in there, they're offering you support and telling you not to give up, even when things are tough. It's like saying, keep going, stay strong, and don't give up. For example, if a friend is struggling with a tough project at work, you may just say, "I know it's hard, but hang in there. You'll get through it." Or if someone is feeling down, you could tell them, "Things will get better, just hang in there."
Just hang in there.
And the next idiom, "to kill it." Imagine you're on stage and you're performing in front of a big audience. You're doing so well, you're nailing every move, and your audience is cheering very loudly because they're so impressed. When someone says you're killing it, they mean that you're doing a great job at whatever you're doing. So to be killing it means you're succeeding and doing well in whatever you're doing. It's often used to express how impressed someone is with your performance or achievements. Remember that learning idioms is like adding spices to your language skills. It brings flavor and excitement. It adds that extra layer of fluency to your conversation. So keep practicing, keep killing it, and keep surprising your friends with your English knowledge. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video.